Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be previewing DC Power 2024. This is the Black History Month anthology from DC Comics. So let's talk about what's in this book. We'll look at all the stories and the creative teams for those stories, and we'll also take a little bit of a preview of one of the stories in this book. So DC Power returns for round two with brand new stories spotlighting black characters from across the DC universe by an all star cast of writers and artists. N.K. Jemisin and Jamal Campbell return to the Hugo Award winning world of Far Sector for an epilogue featuring the first meeting of Joe and John Stewart. The Signal Duke Thomas finds inspiration from an unlikely ally. Chris Bazalin searches for purpose outside of being the Spectre, and Renee Montoya goes for guidance. Thunder and Lightning, Anissa and Jennifer Pierce cause sparks to fly at a community event crashed by the Condiment King. Raphael Ars learns the secret origin of Bloodwind. Valzad of Earth 2 contemplates the balance between the pacifist philosophy and protecting the people of his universe. And Nubia, Queen of the Amazons, teams up with Mr. Mixopitlika. All of these stories and more just in time for Black History Month. I will tell you this. The stories in this book are a lot of fun. Also, there's some really cool covers at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. So let's take a look at some of the creatives behind these stories. So as I mentioned, we have N.K. Jemisin and Jamal Campbell returning to work on Far Sector, the Enduring Farewells storyline. The Spice of Life by Cheryl Lynn Eaton, with art by Asaya Fulmore and Ruth Ribbon on colors. We also have Pit Stop by Lamar Giles, Sean Damian Hill on pencils, Anthony Fowler Jr. on inks, DJ Chavis on colors, Pure Blackness by John Ridley, and with art by Edwin Gallman, Lost at Sea by Darren Bennett, with pencils by Dennis Cohen, John Stasinski on inks, and Christopher Sotomayor on colors. We also have The Session by Sean Martinborough, Tony Atkins, and Moritat on art, Natural Order by Aletha Martinez, also Aletha doing the pencils, Mark Morales on inks, Romulo Fajardo Jr. on colors. Next, we have Jump Shots Lose in Watts by Jared Williams, Dominic Domo Stanton on art, and Drew Dahlhaus on colors. Fair Play, that's the Mr. Terrific story by Greg Burnham, with art by Janoy Lindsay. Janoy is one of my favorite artists. Go check out Superboy, Man of Tomorrow, for more of that art. And then the last story, The Light That Shines by Brendan Thomas, with art by Kari Randolph and Serge Acuna. All letters by and World Design. The main cover by Chase Conley. We also, I want to mention that there is a foreword at the beginning of the book by Morgan Hampton. I think it's a very interesting, a very powerful piece that talks about just the impact of these heroes. So definitely make sure to check that out. And then let's take a look at some of the art from the Far Sector story. If you haven't read Far Sector, first of all, go check it out. Like, pause this video, go read Far Sector. It's one of the best books DC has put out in the last few years. But it's really good to see the team back together. Really good to explore this world again, and really interesting to see Joe meeting one of the Green Lanterns, right? Because Joe's ring is different. I don't want to go too much into it. Just know that that you have to read that Far Sector story, and it's just really fun. Of course, shenanigans will ensue, but overall, it's really exciting to see the team come back together for a quick epilogue of their run. So, um, I really enjoy this book. I love DC doing anthologies, especially when they have so much meaning like this one. I think there's a lot of really cool black characters from the DC universe, and allowing these creators to explore and tell us more stories there. I think the Val Zod story is one of my favorites. I really love Earth 2 from the New 52, and that's where Val Zod came from. Also, we get a lot of other characters that came out of that. Really fun to explore that. The Mr. Terrific story, also, not to be cliche, but it was pretty terrific. And yeah, just really, really interesting stuff. I think whether you know or appreciate some of these characters, you'll find something that you like. And of course, it's always just kind of cool to see all these characters maybe do some stuff that we're not so used to. Maybe explore some worlds, or deal with some characters that they don't normally deal with. And as I mentioned, just some amazing covers for all these stories. So make sure to let me know if you pick this up. And of course, remember that if you're a member of the channel, you can watch a lot of these videos ahead of time. So stay tuned for that. You can check out all the details on the page. And of course, stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. So make sure to share, like, subscribe, and hit the bell, especially if you want to know when we go live, which is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned for all the other stuff we have on the channel. So, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Bye bye.